And I was a bit scared of him. I'm fascinated. He was fine. He was don't know. He'd gone straight, totally straight, and he was running this pub. And I remember once he'd tell me stories about it, and he'd go on about his. He did it with 4 people, and they all did time. And he said, but you wouldn't recognise them now. He said they are the most respectable people you'd ever seen. He said, yeah, they're just lovely businessmen, height of sophistication. Now, said you'd never guess, right? And then one day he came over to me. It was a busy pub. He went, Rick, Steve. He said, you know those geezers I did the crime with, the other 3. He went, yeah. He said, they are in the pub here now. See if you can guess who they are. I said, you'll never guess who they are. I looked around. I saw 3 blokes in sheepskin coats with tinted hair, covered in gold sovereigns and gold necklaces. And I went, no, oh. He went, those 2. I went, you are joking. You are fucking joking. That was his idea of total sophistication. They had tinted beards, but they looked like fat Bee Gees covered in gold and sheepskin. It was unbelievable. I went, oh, that is a surprise. That is a surprise. I thought they were barristers. Oh, unbelievable.
I was always terrified of being mugged when I first moved to London. And you remember, Rick, I had a wallet with all my stuff in, and then I took to carrying a fake wallet. That's lovely. Which I had some sort of old library cards and DVD cards, video shop cards and stuff. And I put a £5 in there, And then I got really anxious because I thought, what if I hand over my fake wallet, I hand over the real wallet, but maybe he also punishes me, takes it out on me because he's angry. So then I took to carrying a second fake wallet. So I spent about 2 months carrying 3 wallets around, 2 of which were fake, right? And then, do you know the reason I stopped? Because I thought, what if I give him both fake wallets. I give him one fake wallet, he opens it, he goes, well, this is a fake wallet. I give him the second fake wallet. Now he's going to be twice as angry as he would have been if he only had the one fake wallet. And then I was thinking, what if I do give him the fake wallet, and then he just starts using the library cards and the video cards, and he could run up a huge fine. Yeah. I'd be in the same position where I give him the money.
Yeah, I don't believe you'd ever put a £5 in the fake wallet. You wouldn't be willing to. Yeah. I had a run-in with crime. I was ripped off. Really? In a big sting operation a few years ago. I was at home and I was rushing out, and the phone went, and it was my bank.
Yeah.
And I went, is that Mr. Vase? I went, yeah. He went, have you recently bought £200,000 worth of gold bullion? And I went, Jane, have we bought £200,000 of gold bullion? No, of course not. No. Well, someone's taken that money out of your bank account, fraudulently, and they've purchased gold. And I went, right, okay. They went, we'd like your permission to get the CID involved. I went, well, yeah. I said, of course. I said, but hold on, it wasn't me then. So do I get the money back? And they went, yeah, all the money will be put back into your bank account. I went, fine. I said, yeah. I basically went, yeah, fill your boots. And they went, and can you come down? I went, oh yeah. So I arranged the time. I went down to the bank. There was the CID there waiting, and it turned out it was sort of an inside job. Someone who did some sort of random checking of facts, where they phone you up and say you're happy with the service. They put down the phone and went, oh, you never guess who I spoke to? That Ricky Gervais.
Right.
And someone overheard. They were involved. They'd got a payoff from Mr. Big somewhere. It was out of the country. And
but isn't there more? I mean, you can't just, even if you work in a bank, you can't just walk off with cash, can you? There must have been more elaborate.
Yeah, they did a transaction, didn't they? They okayed the transaction like it was me for these people, and then these people bought gold with it, and now all they have to do is go and collect the gold. Now this is the tricky bit. So what they don't know is, now the bank know that it's not me collecting it. Right. So whoever turns up for the gold, they said they'll probably just be, they might even be innocent couriers.
Yes.
But then we get, the go-betweens or whatever.
And where is gold bullion kept?
I don't know. It's just, I suppose you go and get it from a vault somewhere, right, and take it away and take delivery of it. I don't know if it literally changes hands or not. So what they need is obviously my passport. So they got the people. So it was going to go to court. Okay, I didn't have to go to court, but I had to have a meeting with the CID for all the details and take the, that it wasn't me and all that.
Yeah.
So the funny thing was, I'm there with the CID man, and I said, well, how did they think they were going to get away with it? And they said, well, they turn up with a fake passport of yours, show the ID, and they walk away. I went, right, okay. And they said they get a passport from either a dead man, or they steal one, and they replace it with your details and your picture. And the CID man started smirking. Right, I went, what? He said, well, the picture they used was this one, and he showed me this fake passport, and I tell you what, I was laughing. Then he started chuckling, and we laughed for about 10 minutes, because all they did was they cut out the picture on the first series of The Office from the DVD. So it's a picture of David Brent sitting behind the desk with that little smug look on his face. That's my passport and this thing. So, I mean, they might have got caught anyway.
Yeah, it's nice to know that even such, elaborate operations as this, it still comes down to just idiocy, criminal incompetence.
Who was left in charge of getting a photo?
Yeah.
I mean, they go, Dave, you're doing so and so. So you're Julie. You're on the inside. Dave, Bertie, can you get a picture?
Yes.
You can get a photograph of Ricky Gervais, can you?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Where are you going to HMV for? What are you going to HMV for?
I knew we shouldn't have recruited someone who looks exactly like Bernard Bresslaw. It's unnerved me.
Carl, have you been conned?
There's always someone doing well out of me. There's always someone, if they're a little bit short, we'll go round to Pilkington.
But I mean, 3 or 4 times a day. Sometimes I call him up and he goes, right, the washing machine's broken, they came round, they've done this, right, they couldn't fix it, but they have a call, it charged 90 quid. I called the bank and said, no, they can't do that. Turns out they can't do it. It's like a string of things where it looks like Carl's handing out money, like the end of a comic book. He goes, that's for the broken window, and there's for my sausages. It's like a queue of people taking money off Carl.
I don't know, but normally alright if I'm face to face with them.
Really?
Yeah, if I can sort of, if I can go in a place, but a lot of stuff now is done on the phone.
Yeah.
It's all phone, isn't it? Because it's all over the world where you're speaking to these people.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone the other day about the alarm system, right, in the flat. Called them up, thought, it'd be good to get this going again. Have an alarm system, I haven't had one for years. Might as well use it, it's there. So, I called them up and said, there's an alarm system in this flat I've bought. Want to get it going again. What's the situation? So they took a load of details and stuff, and they said, right, what you have to do, it's 400 quid a year. I said, what? So 400 quid a year. I said, what's that for? I said, if the alarm goes off, we can guarantee that a couple will be there in like a minute and a half. I said, I don't want that. I said, I'm just happy with the alarm just going off. I'll give the keys to the neighbour. No, you can't do that. You've got to have this way. I said, 400. I said, I thought alarms are meant to stop you being robbed. Did you what, sir? I don't understand sarcasm when you're talking to them people.
Yeah, just to get out your system, when you know you've been conned, you just laugh in the face of adversity. I remember it was a couple of days before Christmas, I was going away, but I had a dripping tap, and it started dripping more. So there was nothing I could do. The maintenance people were away, the caretakers were, I couldn't get in, and so I called out an emergency plumber. I knew this was going to cost, but bloke came round. Honestly, he made you look smart. He was like one of those kids who looked like a lumpy child. He was probably 20, but he just looked like, you know what I mean, they'd scaled up a sort of 13-year-old big-faced lad, right? And he came in, and screw it, he went, I don't know what to do. I called my brother, he's there, just like, I said, Bob, what can I do? He said you could crush the pipe and then get it cut and fixed when you got. I said, great idea. So I said to the plumber, I said, can we crush the pipe? Oh yeah, I'll go and get a tool. We went down the van, came up with this thing, like a fat sort of little pair of pliers. He wasn't strong enough. So I went, I had to go. I said, well, we both do it. So we both put our hands on it, and we managed to crush the pipe, flatten the pipe, cut it off. He put a little thing on the end of it so it wouldn't leak, right? I went, great. I said, how much is that? He went, 180 quid. So I went, right, okay. So I wrote him out a cheque for 180 quid, and I thought, I'll have a little bit of sarcasm. So it wasn't his idea. I helped him do it. I went, how much was that tool? He went, about £5. I went, that's paid for itself, isn't it? Silence. He went, yep, just nothing, tough crowd, right?
Of course.
Right. So I signed the cheque. Like, he went, oh, he said, I forgot to charge you for the little washer on the end. I went, how much is that? He went, £2.50. I went, can I give you that in cash? And he went in, yeah. I went, there you go, there's the £2.50 for the washer on the end, and there's the £180. And he went, and that was it. I didn't even get a little chuckle. He didn't even think, he should have gone, well, let's split that, because we both did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 90 quid each. I go, okay, that's brilliant, mate, cheers. Here's a Christmas bonus. I have a fascinating tale to tell you, Carl. I think you'll be intrigued. When I do junkets for films in America or Toronto Film Festival, I was assigned a security, and I've had security before. I often have security. They just sort of get you in and out of the car, and usually just to control sort of autograph hunters and things. But this time I was given a security, and he came in a suit. He looks about 30. He looked quite unassuming. I thought he was from just a security firm, and there was a couple of them. And first of all, they were talking to each other, and I thought, wow, the stakes are higher here. I don't know. I don't know why. And they drove us to the hotel, and there was loads of people going to the hotel. I mean, much bigger stars than me. You know, there was Ed Norton and George Clooney, and they were going in and out. And he goes, we can go past these. And he called ahead, and he knew everyone. He just knew everyone. And we went down in the car park. We were met by another security guard in the hotel that let us go past everyone. I mean, Clooney's having to queue up and sign. I'm thinking, this is weird. And I also feel a bit guilty because I was there to promote the film, and I think this security guard's so good, I'm never going to ever have to pump into anyone. It was amazing. And he was there the next day, and he took us to the junket and back, and he put us on the thing, and then it turned out that he was actually LAPD, who was doing this for celebrities because he earned more money. And then I found out he had a gun, so I can't come in the airport with you, I can't take my gun. So he's armed. So I've got a security who's an APD who's armed, and I'm fascinated. Now I'm fascinated. This man is walking around with me with a little earpiece, talking to everyone. He seems to know everyone, and he's got a gun. I think, oh, this is amazing. Then one night he said, he dropped me off at the hotel, and he said, I've actually been called, I've got to go on a mission, they need my help. I said, well, what is it? He said, it's a hostage situation. He said, and I'm also SWAT. So now this is amazing. He's now officially the coolest man I've ever met in my life. So he goes off. Then I'm thinking, I'm worried about him. I was talking to Jane, I was thinking, wow, he does this, he gets this extra cash, he's risking his life, and now he's going to a hostage situation. And I was thinking, oh God, he's just a silent hero. So next day, because I was, how was it? He said, I was fine. He said, I just turned up. He said, I had to do it in my suit. He said, because I'm the negotiator.
What?
So now he's an armed security guard who's an LAPD, who's special SWAT, and he's one of 9 negotiators in LA. We're in LA now. We've come from Toronto, went via New York and LA. So I went, oh my God. And I just asked him questions for 2 hours. So the first thing that happens is, so someone runs in with a hostage. This guy, who's just a kid, who was 19, he'd done a robbery. He'd panicked and he'd run away. The police were after him. He ran in and he took his kid with him. It was just a 3-year-old kid. Okay, that often happens. Most hostages that people take are their family because it's all they've got, and they go, I'm going to kill my wife or my kid, and they don't mean it. They're not going to, but they need a hostage. They've got a gun. So he talks to them and he says things to them like, you know, you didn't mean this to happen, did you? They're like, no, I just did. He said they got out of hand. It just got out of hand, and he has to let them trust him because they've got a hatred for the police. Of course, they don't trust the police now. And the first thing he does is call the phone company and say, what's the number of this address? He goes, change it by 1 digit. So now only he can call that number, because of course you can't have an engaged signal. If they haven't got a phone, they have to throw a phone through a window. So they've got to have contact with this guy. I said, what happens if this guy says, you're never going to get me out, I'm going to kill all the hostages? He said, then my sole purpose is to get him to stand near a window. I went, wow. Now apparently there's a police marksman ready, of course, if they think they've lost him. The important thing is you've got to take him out because you've got to protect the innocent. So how they shoot him is they shoot him in the top lip, and it takes out the brainstem, so there's no reflex. And I'm just being absolutely I'm captivated. What do you think of that, Carl, as a job? It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, once you've done one, though, it's like any job, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah.
Once you've done one.
Yeah,
Not
boring,
impressed?
Boring, yeah.
No, it's good.
Could you
and,
do it? Do you reckon you could do it? Do you reckon you could negotiate someone out of a hostage situation?
Well, I
With your
think in one of
dulcet
them
tones?
things, there's nothing you can do. It's like, it doesn't matter if it goes wrong, because
Well, it
you
does.
did your bit. No, it's like being a vet, isn't it?
Not really, because that's a ridiculous thing
No,
to
it's
say.
nothing. It's nothing like being like a vet.
No, it is. What I mean is, you're
Loads of it, because I was saying, so he says, I need a car by 5 o'clock, or I'm going to kill someone. He then makes sure that he doesn't kill anyone, but he makes sure that car doesn't come till 5:15. Even if it's there, he keeps going, it's on its way, because then the hostage knows that he's not in control, really. Even if it's as easy as saying, I want my wife here, and he can get her there at 5, he makes sure she doesn't turn up till 5:20.
Yeah.
It's just little things like that that's just absolutely fascinating. The psychology of it is just amazing.
But he's not bothered, is he? If
He
it's
is
15
bothered.
minutes late.
He is, because he really takes he empathises with these guys, and he says, no, you've got to understand.
No,
He
but the
says,
fella in the house with the gun,
yeah.
he's not going anywhere. 15 minutes either side doesn't matter. Well, why is he in a rush?
I don't think Carl's getting how
Not sure
important,
he
how
is.
No,
amazing
not
he
sure
is.
you said
Yeah.
they make the car 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
He's getting his car. That
Yeah,
bloke's not in a rush.
He's never going to get in the car, is he? That's the other thing as well, because once a bloke said to him, I need a car, and he just went, where are you going to go? And the bloke went, I forget that. He has to make them forget their deadlines and their demands. So soon it doesn't matter. And he has to get in their head. But to do that, he says that he has to empathise with them to a certain extent. He has to understand why they're doing it, to talk to them and go, yeah, you've had a bad day. That would send anyone. But he has to get their trust. Carl, try and talk me out. You think it's that easy? Right, I've got a hostage situation, right? Done a crime. I've run in the building. They go, there's only one person we can ask for. Get me Carl Pilkington. Okay, you turn up. Right, what's your
So
question?
you've asked for me to deal with this.
No. The police know that you're their top man. There's a guy in here. He's got a gun. He's got a hostage. Okay, he's just done a crime. They don't know what to do. Okay. Right. You turn up. What's your first question to the?
I'm talking to you.
Well, no, you got to
Right,
assess.
I'd say right. I think there's a saying. Actually, you say, "Where's brass?" Right.
Right.
I found that out. I heard that. I overheard that.
What's that?
It was something.
You're wasting time. Who's that bull cunt that's just turned up? I'm gonna fucking
Listen,
kill it.
right, where's brass?
What does it mean?
I heard it at school when
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Not just you.
it means I heard someone use it on the.
Well, I don't know what the fuck it means.
It
All I
means
know-
the top person
Right.
of the police who are around at the moment.
Yeah, well, you talked. I'm the fucking top brass here. I've got a fucking gun against this kid's head. Who the fuck are you, bald little shithead? Where's my car?
What car?
I've asked for a car. Where's my fucking car? Am I talking to you now, am I?
Yes, you are. Yeah,
are you the negotiator?
Yeah.
Right. Get me a fucking car.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, I'm fucking sore for shouting. Fire the phone through the window so I can talk to you over the phone.
No. All right. In a minute.
Don't ever fucking say no to me.
In a minute, I said.
Okay. Right, the clock's going. Where's this fucking
Right,
phone?
listen,
I've got a
just
sore
hang on a
throat.
minute.
I've got a
Listen.
sore throat. I can't talk anymore with that phone.
I've been called up here.
I can't hear you. I need the
I've been
phone.
called up here
Yeah, can you go to put the phone through? Why are you putting the phone through, you dopey cunt? You want to talk to him?
because I don't want to give you a phone straight away. You said you've got to delay him.
No, but you've got to talk to them. You shouldn't even demand a phone. You should make sure you've got a phone, you dopey twat.
Give him a phone.
Right, thanks. Alright, how's it going? That's better.
Right.
Who are you, by the way? Who are you? Bruce.
I can't give you them details.
Well, you can, because I've got to trust you, dopey sod. Are you police, or just some fucking cunt walking by?
I'm a policeman.
Right, I don't trust policemen.
No, but I'm a bit higher than that. So listen.
Or don't you tell me I'm laying down the law here.
No, listen.
I'm going to shoot someone unless I get a fast car. I've done a robbery. It's all gone wrong. You're having now, but I want a car to the airport or on a plane standing by.
You don't know me, but I do this a lot. Right? And I can tell you that it never works out right. Do you know anyone who's done what you're doing and is now living a happy life?
Well, I don't care. I don't care about living anyway. I don't care about living out. I don't care if this goes wrong because I'm going to shoot the hostage.
What's your problem?
I'll just